Hi everyone, Robert here. So in this video, professional marathon runner Philly Bowden highlights how her training goes beyond just long distance running. Even though a marathon running is primarily aerobic, her routine includes different energy systems, structured workouts, and a strong focus on recovery and injury prevention. So it really goes to show how intentional elite training really needs to be. Even though the marathon is mostly aerobic, it is important for runners to train across multiple energy systems because racing isn't just steady state. During a race, you might surge, you might respond to different competitors around you, or even decide to push the pace late in the race. And this taps into anaerobic and even phosphagen systems. In the video, Philly includes threshold workouts and faster efforts along with easy mileage. This helps improve lactate clearance and overall efficiency so she can hold on to faster paces longer without breaking down. So how this benefits performance, this kind of training makes runners more well-rounded. Aerobic work builds endurance, while anaerobic work builds speed and fatigue resistance. So from my own experience training and running a marathon, I noticed that just doing long runs wasn't enough. When I started incorporating more workouts like tempo runs or faster interval training, I felt stronger late in the runs and more comfortable at faster paces. So it definitely made a big difference for me in how I was able to finish my race, especially compared to earlier training when I relied mostly on just mileage. So what the role of periodization might be. So periodization is a huge factor in preventing burnout and injuries. It's about structuring training so volume and intensity build over time instead of all at once. In the video, Philly talks about gradually building her mileage back up towards 90 and 100 miles per week while reintroducing workouts. That gradual progression allows the body to adapt safely. I've seen the same thing again in my own training. When I increased mileage or intensity too quickly, I felt way more fatigued and way closer to injury. But when I followed a more structured build, I think when I did 10% increase in mileage per week, the progressive increased volume and then layering in the workouts, I felt way stronger and more consistent. In terms of coaching and the sport connection, as a coach, I can also apply this with my athletes. Early in the season, we focus on aerobic base, and then we gradually introduce more race-specific workouts. Athletes who follow that progression tend to peak at the right time and stay healthier throughout the season instead of start to fall off or plateau. One thing that stood out to me was how much emphasis Philly puts in strength training, rehab, and recovery. She includes gym work, Achilles rehab, and activation exercises as part of her routine. A lot of people think that marathon runners are just run high mileage, but this shows how strength work and injury prevention are just as important. That's also something that I've learned. When I stayed consistent with strength recovery, I felt better during the runs and avoided smaller injuries turning into bigger ones. Overall, the video showed that successful marathon training is about balance, developing multiple energy systems followed by a structured plan and prioritizing recovery. It's not just about running more, but training smarter. Thank you.